Hey guys, what's up? Master of Luck here, and I said in my last story time if I got 500 likes, I do a story time about the time my house was hit by a tornado. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. Now before we get into the video, I just want to tell you that my next upload will be another tag trolling. I did that one like a couple months ago, and a lot of people like this. So I'm going to do another one, and then I'll do Xbox Twitch, our next Xbox One show sometime soon. Now back to the story time. So first things first, in the bottom corner I'm going to put a video about the tornado. Like, this is the actual tornado that hit our house. Some other guy recorded it, and this was actually the footage of it. It wasn't like hitting our house in the recording, but like this was the tornado that like went through and swept our house up. But it all started like, I think it was like November 17th or something. It hit our house. I was in 7th grade, my brother was in 8th grade, and right before we were leaving the school, it was like 3:15. We're lining up for the buses and all that shit, and then we see a bunch of firefighters walking through our front door, and everyone's like, "All right, shit's about to go down. You know, it's getting real in here." So we see them all lining in, and we're just sitting there like, "All right, what's going on?" And then you hear them over the radio saying like, "There's a tornado spotted. Everyone get down." So of course we went on our knees, put our hands over our heads, you know, did the tornado thing that we all do. Except usually when you do a tornado drill, the teachers stand up. No, they were on their fucking knees too. And I was like, "Oh shit, this ain't no drill. This is for real." And then over the firefighters like headphone walkie-talkie thing, you heard my road being called. And at the time I didn't hear it because I was far away, but my friends heard it and they told me. I'm like, "Nah, it's nothing. It's probably nothing." And then probably 3 minutes later, my teacher calls me and my brother into the office, and I got in a lot of trouble back then, so I thought I did something wrong. I thought he called me for something, so I was like, shit. So we go into the office, and the first thing I ask is, what I do this time, being the smart ass I am, and he said, "Oh, it's nothing, it's nothing." And then he was trying to tell us, like, as nicely as possible, and you could tell he was kind of getting a little confused and like weirded out because he didn't know what to say in this situation because he's never dealt with it before. He's like, "So the tornado it went through your house, but everyone's okay. They made it to the basement fine." And I was like he straight out told us that, and I was like, what?" And he repeated, he's like, "I know you guys are probably gonna cry or something, so you can stay in here, wipe out the tears." But, you know, we were at the age where, like, we didn't cry, we just stare off into space, and we're thinking, like, holy shit, we didn't actually think it could happen, but it actually did. Like, we were in that kind of mood. Like, once it happens, you're like, holy shit, it actually happens. So there were no tears flowing, no water streams or anything. So then, after that, since he said my parents were fine and all that, the first thing I ask is, what about my stuff? Because I'm an asshole. And he was like, "We don't know about that, but your family's fine." I'm like, "Yeah, I know my family's fine. You just told me. I want to know about my stuff." So after that, he sends us into the hallway, and of course, at our school, when we got out of the office, everyone already fucking knew it happened. So I was like, "Okay, were you guys all in on it? Wait, is this a prank right now or something?" No, but they were all like, "Yo, Will, you can chill in my house if you need a place to stay." And I'm like, "No, no, I'll just crash in my family's house or something. No need, no need." And after that, the tornado was still going on. It went through our house and then like kept going straight. But since we were hit by a tornado, they let my cousin come pick us up and drive us to our house while the tornado's still going on. So I'm like, okay, you know what? So unless I don't gotta be here, I'm fine with that. So we're driving, we're going like 100 miles per hour, and I'm just worried that we're gonna fucking meet the tornado and get sucked up. So the whole time I have my seatbelt on, I'm holding on to the like seat for my dear life. And then we finally get to my road, and then we're driving up my road, and all you see is a bunch of flashing lights and like 3 chopters above our house and my grandma's house, because our grandma and I live right next to each other, so it hit both our houses and our barn. The barn's at my grandma's house, not my house. And all you see is a bunch of like helicopters in the air, a shit ton of lights, and like a bunch of sirens going off. And we weren't even like close to our house, we were just on the road, and that was like half a mile away, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking serious. So we get up to my grandma's house, and our whole barn is destroyed. So we're driving by, they won't let us pull in. That's my grandma's house, and we see like a bunch of trees everywhere and shit. I'm like, holy crap. Let me get to my house. So when I said, "Is my stuff okay?" my room was like completely gone. I don't even think I had a room after that. My room was like if I was in my room at that time, I would have been dead. I was gone. My room was like completely gone. Our whole roof was gone. Some other of our rooms in our house were like kind of like destroyed. The walls were kind of collapsing in and shit. And I was like, oh crap. So we go over there, and like they won't really let us go in the house. But, like we were able to pull in and like go see everyone. And So we met up with my mom and all of them, and they were all fine. And then we went to our cousin's house, who just so happens live right next to us, while the cops and all that are doing their shit, like setting up, like, not to go in, some spots that could possibly fall down. And they're trying to stabilize everything before they all go home. And then the day after that, we go back, and, like, that's when we're able to, like, go in there and get all of our shit out. And I don't know, because, like, I can't really trust cops in my area, so I thought, like, they were trying to steal shit on me, so they wouldn't let me see all my crap. But I go to my room, and the only thing that's there is, like, my closet and, like, a bunch of books. Oh, thank God the books are saved. I know. I was jumping for joy. But my bed, I think, was gone. My clothes were gone. My Xbox and computer were gone. But luckily, I found my computer, like, in my yard, and what do you know? I turn it on and it works. Hashtag Master of Luck. I know. So my laptop was, like, okay somehow. And then for everything else in my house, most of it was fine. Like, the electronics were all broken and shit. And then we went out to my barn, and, like, half the barn was gone. All of our silos are gone. A silo is, like, where you store, like, corn and shit in it. Those big silver brown brick things that you see on farms. My grandma's roof was completely gone. There was a shit ton of trees, and it was just bad. It was a bad time. And then that's what happened from my point of view. Now, I asked my cousin what happened, and they were, like, all sitting in the living room, which is right next to the basement, and all you hear is my mom scream, "Get the kid, tornado," and immediately everyone gets up, and my cousin's the first one downstairs with my little brother, because she's terrified of tornadoes, so they get down there in, like, no time at all, and then my dad and mom go, and then it's my grandma and my cousin's fiance left, and so as they're going over to the stairs, the roof's starting to collapse. So my cousin's fiance, his name is Ben, he holds up the roof for my grandma so that they make it down the stairs without it collapsing on them. And just to let you know, to hold up a roof, you can't be any average guy, alright? This dude's fucking jacked, alright? So he's holding up this roof with fucking 2 hands. He's like, yeah, fucking badass. It left a major bruise on his arm, and I think it fell when he, like, let go of it and he went in there. But it was some crazy shit. And after that, they went in the basement. They said, like, 10 seconds later, they couldn't hear the tornado anymore because it was that quick and it was already gone. So it was pretty crazy. That's all I got for you guys, but it was just it was a terrifying moment in my life. So if you liked this video, make sure you leave a like. We'll try to get to 500 likes for this story time. And thanks for watching, guys. This is the Master of Luck, and I'm out like a boner in sweatpants.